my adopted mother, who is still alive, and my father has passed on, God bless his soul. But the only thing she really told me was my mother's name, and I have 2 brothers and a sister. Well, is my mother still living?
Right.
Like, where are my brothers? What is my sister doing? Are they even still alive? Like, you know, would I be more successful than I am right now? Or would I be strung out somewhere? Or, you know, those thoughts go through your head sometimes as an adopted child. So, and that's another thing that kind of really brought the intrigue in. I know I'm not all the way African American. I have a Hispanic side because I'm a New Yorker. I talk like a New Yorker when I first moved down here. You know, my slang, my vernacular was different, and sometimes there were kids that didn't understand what I was saying. I still use some of the stuff that she instilled in me in 5th grade.
That's really cool.
And that music connected me to churches, playing drums at church.
How did you know how to do it? Were you self-taught, or did you learn?
I was self-taught. I like that family lineage of music is long. And I'll be honest, 19 to 25 is a blur. So all we wanted to do was party.
You're just living it up.
Live it up, party. We work hard to get money only to blow it on the weekend. That's what we wanted to do. And at the time where she reconnected with me, I was actually seeing somebody. So I was like, oh man, I used to like this girl in middle school. But now, I mean, it really was. When we got married, I was fortunate enough to inherit children. She already had 2 children of her own, and he was only with us for 16 days. And that was like a hard 16 days. Like, he was born, and then, you know, as a dad, you look for that cry, and it never happened. And like losing him was like hitting rock bottom. And like, I'm trying really hard, like, to keep it composed, but that completely changed my life. It got to a point where I started even lashing out at my family. It's just like, I went really, really dark. Sometimes hating my wife, sometimes blaming her for my son's death, which she had nothing to do with. Thought about suicide more than one time. Like, am I even worth being here? Like, the damage caused really was, and you really hit it right on the head. It was because, like, when I grieve hard. An hour of just crying and grief and sadness, and I had never seen that out of those kids before. That's how dark I was when my son died. I was like, everybody, all the preachers, God is real, believe in God, have faith. I'm like, how? Like, the one thing I wanted, God took from me. So why should I believe it? I almost like lost my family. Like, it was a point where we were gonna go lawyer up and everything. I'm already down. Like, I think I'm about to lose my family, everything else. I'm already down. Like, what can she say? And she basically just opened my book, read it to me, closed it, handed it back to me, and said, now go do what you gotta do. The world looks completely different to me. Like, I look at my wife differently. I look at my children differently. I look at people in general differently.